Hello guys, before the video starts, I just want to say I am working on the Japanese video that Izumi Koshiro, or Koshiro Izumi, I don't know how it works, suggested. It's just taking a lot of work, because I said I was studying Japanese. That is true. Actually I am, because I'm going next month, in approximately almost 30 days, 31 days. I'm going to Japan, so it's like, I'm studying. So I'm studying Japanese, but it's not at the point, obviously, not at the point where it's natural. So I have to set up script, I have to set up all this different stuff, so I can, make the video. So this video is taking a little longer than I thought it would, so hopefully next week, hopefully, I can make this video for next week. But honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't begun recording it. I'm still trying to get scripting done, still trying to study more, and focusing on school since it's the last month of school. And I've been very lazy, so I'm very behind. So that sucks too. But with that said, guys, if you didn't want to stay for this update part, I put a timestamp at the beginning. But yeah, so I may even be saying this. But yeah, anyways, let's go to the why you should be watching My Hero Academia. So let's go. Okay, so My Hero Academia. That is, well, one of the most popular series on the market right now, or in the anime community anyway. It's the upcoming king of shonen. But My Hero Academia is doing really great, and it's one of those popular seasons right now. And actually, season 3 is coming out right now, and I'm enjoying that. I'm really enjoying it. So I decided to make why you should be watching My Hero Academia. I've actually made this video a long time ago, but copyright reasons took it down. And that was originally a voiceover. But this time, I'm just going to go straight on the camera with bullet points and talk about this. I already know my first bullet point off of my head, so let's begin this why you should be watching My Hero Academia video. So, what am I going to do is the first reason is going to be it's a shonen anime. What that entails is that it's good at it, the fight scenes are great, the story is pretty not original, but it still has the same formula that everyone likes, and the shonen feel. So it feels like Naruto, kinda. It feels like Dragon Ball Z. Not really? But yeah, it just has this kind of feel to it that it just has that feel. Like, the reason it drove me into the first place is because it had the shonen tag on it. So that's how it's gonna get popular, because the shonen tag. The tag is there for the shonen stuff. So yeah, it's shonen, this really short sort of thing, but yeah, I really do think it plays a part in why you should watch it. It's because if you like shonen anime, like Naruto, like Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, all these different, even One Piece, you're probably gonna like this anime too, just to be honest with you. But yeah, that's really one of the minor points I wanted to point out before the main stuff. So yeah, next is the soundtrack. Okay guys, we've all heard about this already, but You Say Run? I'm pretty sure everyone heard You Say Run. You Say Run goes with everything, and that was a big thing in the anime community, I think last year, or was it 2016? I don't even know, but it was a big thing. And that soundtrack came from My Hero Academia. That says something, don't you think? Because the soundtrack, it's one of my favorites. I gotta say, one of my favorite soundtracks out there has come from My Academia. And I actually listen to it when I'm going for a walk, heading to school. I listen to it when I'm just doing stuff. Since I like to, or when I'm writing my stories on Wattpad. I just listen to it when there's an action moment going on, or just whenever, because I love My Academia's soundtrack. And that's the other reason why you should watch it, because one, it fits the scenes, like the fighting scenes, or just the regular old walking around talking comedy scenes. It fits perfectly, the transition scenes. The soundtrack is amazing. It fits the anime so well, it does its job. Like, the action scenes are great because of that. If I did any different soundtrack from this action scenes, it wouldn't feel the same. So the soundtrack is definitely a reason why you should check out this anime. Anyways, let's get going into more stuff. It has great characters. Okay, every story has its share of great characters, but My Hero Academia is different. But before I get down to the My Academia characters themselves, I'm gonna give you some examples of shonen anime that don't really have a whole cast that's great, a whole great cast of main characters, which My Academia does have. So let's go with Naruto. The main characters, they usually... Okay, remember Rock Lee? Just me? Okay. Yes, remember when in the first part of Naruto, Rock Lee was freaking hyped up of all hell? He was like the only person who could fight Gaara evenly, and it was great. But then after that, after his little healing arc with his legs, and he kind of lost it. And then there's like 10, all the different characters, like say Choji, Shikamaru is actually decent. Like most of the characters of the different characters were most of them were kind of just cut out for in place of Naruto, Sasuke, Shikamaru, Sakura, Choji, all these different other characters that got more spotlight. So it was like they cut out a lot of different characters that were great characters. For example, what I used in the beginning, Rock Lee. He's one of my favorite characters in Naruto, just because like he came up from nothing. I love the underdog character. It's great. So now, how does this correlate to My Academia? It doesn't. That's the good part. My Academia has a so well-developed cast of characters. It's all balanced. Great characters all around. They make sure to give character development to everybody. Not just Deku, not just Uraraka, not just Tsuyu, not just Bakugo, not just Todoroki, because sure, it does favor some, but it gives everyone a fair chance to grow. Whew, that was long tangents, but yeah. A fair chance to grow. And even if they're smaller characters, they still get time to grow in the series, and they get great character development. Some may not get backstories, but we still get to see them have some use in the series. Like some battles, some tournaments, some help the overall story. Like say, freaking harder man, Kirishima. He's helping the story right now by getting Deku out there to fight the villains. So it's just one point there. It's not just Bakugo, not just Deku, not just Uraraka, not just Shoto. It's not just those guys that are the mains. No, everyone here is treated semi-equally. So that's really the great character development, great characters in general, all likable, especially for Deku. We really feel for him at the beginning, and Shoto, Uraraka, Bakugo, even Bakugo, the a-hole of the series. I still somehow like the guy. But yeah, so all the characters are pretty majorly likable. Yeah. Great world setting. Okay, this world is very creative, like many others, but I liked it more because it doesn't really set in a completely different world. It's set in our world, but different evolutionary factors. Quirks! Those come into play. They shoot up the characters. They shoot up everything. It's like, that's how the story is based around, the quirks and how it develops the story. Like, we got history lessons about the past, where quirks is beginning to pop up. The laws couldn't keep up. The villains shot through the roof. Heroes were kind of on the edge. But then slowly over time, it kept fixing. And the quirks are just, everyone's different. Everyone has their own quirks. But the system is that, like, the more lucky you're born, is the more powerful you are. I like that because it's fair. Well, it's not fair. Like, say you don't have this main character suddenly get boosted powers. Well, actually, that kind of happened, but he didn't have anything, so it makes sense. So say if he had a quirk from the beginning, like Bakugo, he still could be the main character, but wouldn't be an underdog feel, which is honestly, it's great. But this isn't the world setting. I'm meant to talk about the world setting. So quirks, they're everywhere. Everyone has them, but some don't have the right quirks to be a hero. Some are too villainous to be heroes. Some are just not useful enough to be a hero. So everyone has quirks, but not everyone is treated equally. Some people have amazing quirks, and thus they're treated more highly and more respected. While some people have terrible quirks, in the case of Bakugo back in his middle school, that like he used to like bully people who had lower class quirks or no quirks at all. In case of Deku's case, where Bakugo bullied Deku because he had no quirk, he was weak. The weak were bullied, the strong were praised. That's really what this world is like. Well, kinda. I don't really know how to explain the world setting. I just like it, okay? It's creative, it has quirks, it has powers, it's great, and it's close to our society. That's really all I have for this one. Okay, next, these two sort of correlate. It's different. Okay? The series is different from the rest. It just feels different because it has, like, again, the quirks are different powers, the names, it's weird. The art style's a breath of fresh air. I don't know, I just like it. And it feels different from the rest of other shonen anime like Black Clover. Which leads into the next topic. It's better than Black Clover. Doesn't have the... Doesn't have all that. And it's like, Asta screaming. It has great animation compared to and great and consistent animation. And yeah, it's just really better than Black Clover. If I haven't convinced you to watch any or watch what Academia by now, I'm pretty sure there's other YouTubers that could probably do it for you, but I've explained why I like the series and why I think you should watch it for those valid reasons why I like it. So if you have similar tastes to or similar styles of judging an anime, then you might like this one. Because, well, I like it. But that's just my opinion, because I love this anime, it's one of my favorite. It's a great shonen anime. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, it's probably a long one. Please leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys next time. Good night.
Yeah.